I'd say we're a very composed team about 90% of the time. We're usually joking around, but always in a way that seems to be productive to almost everything we're doing.
I didn't know anyone in my small group. I knew one or two people in the whole group, but nobody in my small group. I think it's definitely a good thing. It was one thing that I was looking for in the trip, to meet new people and get outside my small friend group. I think it was good to just all start on a fresh page and work with an entirely new set of people in a new environment.
When we met to talk about the readings before the retreats, it was just a chance to get to know each other a little bit better and joke more than we did any real discussion. And then at the second retreat, when we did the scavenger hunt, that was a real team bonding moment. We were just running around at night. It's pretty. Doesn't really get much more bonding than that, I might say.
Every day. We rock it every day because I never have to be on somebody's ass about something. I always know one of them or everybody's gonna do their part and pull their part. So I would say every day.
I would say Ahoda is pretty much the neutral team of all the four teams. Some teams like to puff up their shoulders a little bit. Some teams like to stab the other teams in the back. And Ahoda is just right there kind of watching it all as a neutral, hands-off, clean bystander, if you will.
I would describe Team Garfo as fun, goofy. We get the job done and we do it together, and we're all on the same page all the time.
No, before we went on this trip and had all the retreats, I did not know anyone at all from Team Garfo. I think in the end it was definitely an advantage because we all bonded really well and we've all gotten close and we have our quirks and we just work really well together and have a good time. We mesh very well together.
The retreats were really helpful because we got to meet as a group, and talk about some of the things that we were going to be doing on the trip, like lesson plans and stuff, which gave us all a chance to kind of get to know each other, kind of throw ideas around, see how ideas bounce off of each other. So it was a really good way for us to get to know each other.
Well, I feel like every day of the trip, Team Garfo meshed together really well, but I think that the first time that we really meshed as a team doing something together was, I believe it was our first day of our blog video, and it was, I think, the first day in Santarém, where we had to stay up really late finishing our video, and we just got into a laugh attack, and I remember Neil said, "Man, I have a really bad headache," and we all just could not stop laughing for about 20 minutes. So I think that was probably the first time that we all meshed together.
It's the greatest team in history of coming to Brazil, probably, is how I describe it. It's a fun team, goofy team. Definitely we get our stuff done. We work hard. And yeah, just a hard-working team that has fun together. Really what Garfo is, 4 prongs. Kira, Neil, Noel, and Brian House.
I'd say, we ninjas sneak up on people so they don't know really what to expect.
I actually kind of knew everyone on my team. I knew Matt because he was a friend of my friend Sam's. Not well, just kind of, hey, what's up kind of deal. Then Jared, he's from San Diego and I'm from San Diego, so we kind of met just through that connection freshman year. And then Quincy, actually her roommate did orientation with me, so I kind of knew who Quincy was before meeting her in my group as well. So yeah, I was kind of lucky. I think it was an advantage. I think it was an advantage because I kind of already knew things about each person and kind of their personality. And so I think that was an absolute advantage. I'm happy that that happened.
The first couple of retreats where we did the manual labor and all that in the garden helped us, realize some people might be stronger. They can lift certain things. Some people are better at planning, like not being a boss, but kind of, directing the flow of things. In the last retreat, or in one of the retreats before we went to Brazil, we did video editing and realized that Quincy is very good at that. So we learned a lot of our strengths and weaknesses firsthand.
When we were all there, we got along really well. I know Jared, one of our team members, was sick for a long while, so when it was just 3 of us, it was really hard. Or when Gianna and Jared were sick and it was just Matt and I, it was really hard. But when it was all 4 of us, like having a project, whether it was construction or getting a video done, we clicked really well, and we usually had a good time.
Really just ninja moves. We all have our black belts, so I mean, just come around me, you'll get them. You know what I'm saying? So you better watch out.
Our team's a complete mix of very different people, and we're also the biggest group on the trip. We have 5 people, everybody else only has 4. And so Anna and I are more trying to get things done all the time, and Matt and Gary and Sky are sillier, and they get frustrated with us all the time, and I'm definitely the biggest slave driver overachiever.
I didn't know anyone at St. Mary's. So no. I think it helped me because really, there's nowhere to fall. There's no one. I had to meet everyone, so it was pretty easy.
The retreats did help us because we got to know one another because none of us knew each other beforehand. And it helped because we also knew how we worked, like how each person was, our personalities and things, so that we could see how we would work together when we had a task to be done or something. So it just helped out figure out team dynamic. I'm in love with marriage and I'm not the only one.
I can't think of a time. It's hard to think of a time when we were all together doing something.
We are the group of Matt, Jen, Skylar, Gary, and Anna.
A bunch of stoners.